Hello and welcome back to Mars Horizon, where we're leading Japan in the space race. In the last episode we completed the milestone, the Grand Tour. If you haven't seen that episode or previous, please find a link in the description below to take you to the playlist for this Let's Play. In this episode we'll be focused on the next milestone, Mars Prep, Crude, Rover. So let's continue. So with the last episode we completed, finally should we say, after 12 years and 8 months and all that, the Grand Tour. So to show you, there's quite a few phases in that, as it goes through all the planets. Oh, here's 6 phases. So 6 phases. So you got to destination out of planets. You had phase 2 for Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. So from the launch, it took 12 years and 8 months. Not even, so that doesn't include preparation for building the payload, building the rocket, and then launching the rocket. So really good achievement, so really happy that we got that completed. It's a shame the other agencies haven't even researched it or attempted it, but okay, they've done. It's done for us and we can move on. Okay, as I said, we're going to be looking at the Mars Prep Crude Rover mission. In the previous episode, we completed the payload. We've got a 70% payload reliability, and we're now looking towards getting the rocket completed of the Tenyukai, which is already expected to be a 91% payload reliability, which is really good. Okay, we've got a global surveyor upcoming. That is... okay, so that's due for 12 months' time. Any chance we can't edit it any further because it's all just really bad launch day, so that's fine. So we'll confirm the setup for a year's time. Okay, so that's due for a year. So we've got the Mars Prep, we've got private space station due to be completed, or the shuttle will be refitted in 2 months' time. And we have a Venus photography mission, the rocket we're doing 3 months' time as well. So we've got a free mission slot. We haven't got any more request missions, but I think if I remember correctly, we do have a Lunar Broadcast, which one I think is what we're going to do. So the Lunar Broadcast, the crew of this moon landing mission will conduct a live television broadcast from the lunar surface during a driving public interest in space exploration. So it's experimental payload, which is not the best, but we'll start planning it and move forward with it. So I do like the fact that it does change the colours to represent different modules. But for me, we'll just stick with a standard because the rest of them don't seem worthwhile at the minute. So confirm that it's just more the expected payload dramatically comes down. So we'll get that refitted, that payload completed, and move on. So for diplomacy wise, NASA's doing the Titan 4 and have an upcoming modular space station 2. Russians aren't doing any research and they're doing the Jupiter flyby. ESA aren't researching anything and they're doing the Venus orbit. And the Soviets are researching the Jupiter orbiter and they're doing the modular space station 2. Seems quite popular, the modular space station 2 anyway. The Mars Readiness, we are looking at a 63% readiness. We've got 100% experience, 65% expertise, and the preparation is 25% because we've completed one of the Mars Prep missions. We are researching towards these two. Eventually, we're just going to finish off the Mars Prep, the Mars Engine and HAB. Then we'll move on to the Mars, the Crude Mars landing and the Mars payload for Orion. So that's what we're doing here. We're just finishing off these two here, so we do need to get them two underway. The Russians and the Soviets are closely followed behind us. Like I said, I think the only reason why we're such a big lead is because of the preparation. So once one of them gets that preparation mission done, they should be, I think it'd be the Chinese next. Yeah, the Soviets failed their first attempt and the Chinese, well, I think they failed the launch. Chinese were successful with the launch, but they've got 6 months to go to see if they actually land it on the moon. The moon? Mars. Okay, so we'll see how that goes and see how that impacts on the readiness. Okay, so we'll see how that happens over time. Looks like NASA just needs to pull the finger out, which is quite surprising, but okay. I believe, research-wise, I said we're researching the Mars Engine HAB. We are pretty close to finishing that in the next, probably next month, to be fair. So let's move forward for it. Right, the Grandest Tour. Following the completion of the Grand Tour mission, your PR team has publicly publicity event celebrating its successes and discoveries. The event has been a resounding success, generating widespread coverage in the world's media. So we gained 3,000 support. I say if you've been following through with Grand Tour with me, after every single part of every single phase of the mission, we got asked by the PR team to, do we want to do a public announcement so we get a bit of additional support. But I just thought it was best thing to do is we are planning to complete it from start to finish, so let's wait until the end. And I think that's why we gained an additional 3,000 support. If not, it may just be a generic one, but that's what I was understanding. Okay, and the Mars engine and HAB module research is completed. Looks like Mars has got another request mission, which is these two here. So that we need to get these two done. They're our requirement we need to complete. So I say we're doing the Mars Crude Rover. I'm tempted to miss the sample retriever and the ground tab. Might even miss the ground tab research full stop. We'll see how the research goes to missions and all that, but we'll try and research everything. Whether or not we complete everything is a different story. So to say, it's tempting to go straight onto these two, but we'll see what our readiness like and all that kind of stuff. But now, and I say we've got a reduction now of 5 months for 25%, so we're going to go straight on to the Crude Mars landing. Setting foot upon Mars will be a landmark in human history. To accomplish such a feat will require the ingenuity and expertise of thousands of agency staff, including the astronauts brave enough to undertake the journey. Making humans a multiplanetary species will be our greatest challenge and our greatest achievement. Yes, it will. So that needs 6,875 research. So we've got a reduction for 5 months. So we'll see how that goes, but we should be able to get maybe completed in 5 months. We're getting 1.7 a term. So we might be able to get the most out of this, and then we have to go back, and then we'll fall straight onto the Orion. Okay, science-wise, we're doing pretty good. So we will see how that goes. I think there's nothing much more to do, so let's move forward. Right, TV stations battle for broadcast. TV stations across the world are competing for exclusive rights to the live broadcast planned by your Lunar Broadcast mission. Granting rights to the highest bidders would net your agency 400,000, though your PR team have pointed out that freely granting the rights to all stations would result in the largest worldwide audience and likely a support boost. End of the day, if I needed the money, I probably would take the 400,000, but we're 26.3 million in the bank, and we've got 508,000 per month coming in. So, and for more importantly, I'm going to grant free rights to all stations, because this isn't about who's got the deepest pockets. This is about humanity. So we need to start getting that way in thinking. So let's grant free rights to all stations. So your AC is granted free broadcast rights to all television stations. Your PR team will report on the resulting viewing figures should the mission prove successful. So we'll accept that. It shouldn't be a bidding war. It should be for all. Space should be for all of humanity to appreciate and be able to see, regardless of what broadcast agency has the deepest pockets. Anyway, private space station. Assigned astronaut Otis Artis will increase support mission training bonus. Fantastic. Good launch reliability, so that's good news. Okay, so OTCR, so you're definitely going to be assigned. You're a test pilot. It's not the best. We'll see if that's on it's on which reliability. So, and let's pick. I'm going to go for. We'll give Hiroshi a chance. Let's get a bit more science from this mission. So confirm that. Okay, so assign. Oh right, so we'll increase the support. Okay, so I don't think. I mean, 85% is still good. Science is good. Support is still pretty good anyway. So I'm going to go back here, and you're going to be unassigned. Feel like, do we go for a 2 scientists to try and get the most out of it? No, let's go for 2 scientists, navigator, electrician. Let's assign you 2. We're then going to go on to payload and accept a February launch. 97% and 99%. Lovely. Okay, confirm that. Go back. So they've got the global surveyor due in 10 months, 4 months for the private space station, the Mars prep rocket we're due in 9, 1 month for the photography, and the lunar broadcast is due in 3 months. We have an Earth topology mission for 2.7, which is still good. Agency-wise, let's just look at the research quickly. Okay, so they're doing the Mars Crude Rover, ESA are, so they're doing this one, which we are just currently underway of doing. So, moving forward. Okay, so suboptimal windows. So this is the Venus photography. Suboptimal launch windows become optimal launch windows. Okay, let's get for launch. Right, so 66%. I feel like we're going to need the payload to be high, but again, 70% still not a bad payload. Okay, so we're gonna have to go in July anyway. Feel that. So 70% or 80%. Now let's go for the 85. I think 65 should be enough to get it into space. So let's confirm that setup. Go back. Okay, so we've got 8, 3, and 9. 8 and 8 months have to go for that rocket. Okay, moving forward. Okay, NASA's going somewhere. What's happening on Mars? Oh, 2 months to go for the Chinese. Fingers crossed they can make it. And ESA have completed the Mars Crude Rover research. It's good for them. Okay. Also need to consider what I'm going to be doing after the Mars Crude Rover, because we're getting close to be able to get the launch underway, and then we've got 9 months to go. So we'll see what's going on, because I'm tempted to do the modular station free so we can get the ISS, the International Space Station, all set up. Is what I'd like to do. Research wise, it's this one, and it will take 8 months to build. So we'll see how that goes. Then we've got to do everything else with it. But either way, we've got a review. We're now at tier 19 because of that boost from the Grand Tour. So we're getting 867k per month now. Fantastic news. Okay, Crude Mars landing research is now complete. Fantastic news as well. It's all just falling into place. Okay, the Lunar Broadcast. All agency affiliated contracts are available. Okay, all agencies. Interesting. So let's select this one. We can reuse a shuttle. No, we can't, because we're... why is it giving me the choice if I can't use it anyway? So we've got the... yeah, we don't want to use that one. The SSR is probably going to be the best option. So what's the contractors? Wow, there is a few contractors. Okay, so the Red Giant Launch Systems is a contract famed for rapid part constructions. However, this quick turnaround comes at an elevated price. Okay, that's not bad. The X-Star Avionics, although a highly economical contract to use, X-Star Avionics is relatively unheard of and will result in reduced public support for missions. Whatever. Not the end of the world, but not the best when... yeah, it's only, yes, that only sees the same time. Okay, that's fine. Messy Aerospace, champions of launch day successes. Messy Aerospace, oh god, meticulous development processes are time consuming, but result in a greatly increased vehicle reliability. So it takes 86% to 96%. That's not bad, to be fair, for the extra couple of months. Green Moon are well liked in the public sphere for their commitment to more sustainable methods of construction, yet the latter can lead to a less stable payload fare. No. Available due to diplomatic relations with ESA. Oh, okay. Okay, so Oncon Orbital. So who are these ones? So Red Giant is NASA, ESA. This is the first one from Russia. Oncon Orbital are peerless when it comes to cost effectiveness, yet this results in greatly reduced capacity for scientific components. Okay, so we reduce the science. Nova Corporation from Russia, well known for their swift production times, and overcorporation speed comes at the expense of increased chance of launch issues. Yeah, that doesn't sound very good either. China, so Changsat. Changsat specializes in dependable rocket stages, decreasing the chance of launch errors, yet this improved reliability comes at the increased construction time. Yeah. And the last one from China is the Star Sail Group, an established name in the aerospace industry. Star Sail Group prioritize tried and tested components over experimental technologies. So we gain support and we gain science, or lose science, should we say. So far, the only one that's actually interesting is potentially just increasing a bit of the build time to get the launch reliability up, so we can throw everything into the payload. Is there anything we could do? There's more of this stage, I would have said. Yeah, nothing really seems apart from using these ones, but it does increase the cost, but not... Okay, I still think that's probably the best option. Yeah, just for design, redesign. Yeah, it's between them two. So let's go for the OTCR, which seems to be our Mars, should we say, Mars 1. So we can go for the reinforced tanks, possibly. And if we go for the Japan, go for the contractors. Is it the... Now, which one did I see? That we're gone. So though, if we go for Messier Aerospace, it'll go to 99% for the launch reliability, which is then 17 months, or Chansang. So yeah, it's between them two. Cost doesn't really come up, but 99% for an extra month. Yeah. 17 months is a long build time though, but we're not in a rush as such. Yeah, we may as well use Messier. Messier's the ESA's contractor, so that's a nice little bonus there. So we'll get that built. We'll get a really good payload, real good launch reliability, and then throw everything into the payload. To be fair though, I'm going to go for Changsat. Just rethinking about it. 1 month is not really worth. It's 96%. That's really good. So let's confirm that. Let's get it built. Then we can put another month into training, is what I'm thinking. Right, so that's due 16. We've got 6 more months for that one to be built. Okay, 7. Yep. Okay, looking good. Research them. Finally, let's go to the payload of the Orion, a large advanced spacecraft capable of carrying multi-crew on missions to explore the solar system. So it's free crew. It'll take 10 months to build at 8.4 million. And what do we have out here? Mars quest, Martian water study, and this gives us a vehicle upgrade for the mission escape system. We've already got that, I believe. So move forward. Okay, private space station. Let's get it launched. Beautiful night launch for the Shogun. Okay, so good conditions, 99%, and we got the advanced shock absorption. So let's continue. Beautiful, nice launch, and we've got a 94%. Happy days. So we could also resolve this, but I believe that I'd like to... Did we do one last? No, we'll do this one. There, we'll do a couple, but I'm not going to do all of them. I will auto resolve some of these request missions. I will auto resolve some of them. Some of them I would do. Feel like actually we haven't done one in a while, so let's continue on this one. Okay, so we'll do a private space station. So we've got achieve Earth orbit. Just need to get 25 navigation or 50 for the bonus. We've got comms, data, 7 power, and we have 2 crew members for secondary and drift. Yeah, as I say, I will complete a few of these request missions as I'm doing now, and then some of them I will do as an auto resolve. So just have to have a happy balance and all that, because we don't need to complete all of them because it's not always the case. But anyway, we've got 3 commands at 5 turns. I'll see what I can do and I'm back in a second. Okay, we're back now. I'm on the second to last, well, got 2 turns to go, but I believe if I do the orbital plane adjustment, I'll use a power and a data to get 6 navigation. I should be able to get the 50 to complete the bonus. Drift I haven't really touched, just left it at 0 and just use all the other commands to go from there. We've got some power left over, so I'm going to confirm this and see what happens. We've got a very good payload reliability, so we're getting all the commands going well. And that should be the end of it. Yes. Okay, so we've completed phase 1, so we've achieved Earth orbit. So now we need to do the deploy space station systems. Okay, so we need 7 comms, 10 data, and 4 navigation. The objective for the bonus, we need 14 comms, 20 data, and 8 navigation. We've got power and crew. Again, we need to deal with drift, but we need to drift must meet the above conditions to complete the task. Okay, so again, I'll see what I can do, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, back on the last turn. Hasn't gone too bad. We need to sort the drift out, so we're going to have to. We'll just do a command 1 power to a drift to get 3 comms. That just resolved that. We get about it. I believe I need to recharge. No, I don't. I need to get some more comms. Some more navigation. So, oh, interesting. How are we going to do this? Okay then. This has took me back a bit of a. I thought I was about there. Okay, so we do that. We can then bring that back in. And I can't do it again. Oh, well, that's took a turn. Don't think we can get the bonus here because 1 navigation short. So we can do that, and then. Nope, that won't work either. Need to do that twice, preferably. And then that won't work. That one? No, it will still be too short. Okay, well, I believe then that's going to have to be the end of it. Yep, I can't see any way to complete that mission. So what we're going to have to do is we can't complete the task because we need to get the drift back in order. So we're going to have to just do that, restart, and go. Accept. Mission successful. Space station will deploy beautifully. Another successful private space station deployed in Earth orbit. Plenty of them up there now, so hopefully they're enjoying them. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so these 2 astronauts now spend 12 months in the space station. So, where are we at now? So we've got the global survey due in 6 months' time. The photography is due in 5. The Crude Rover is due to be finished in 5 and 15 for the Lunar Broadcast. Okay, and we've got a mission slot available. We've got an Earth topology for 2.7. Don't believe there's anything out here. The moon should just be the broadcast. So we've got a few Mars request missions. So the global survey is what we're sorting out now. The polar analysis would be okay. Yeah, the polar analysis seems pretty good, and that gives us Mars experience, even though we're fully maxed anyway. Let's go for the polar analysis. Is that going to be the best option? I think it is. So let's go for polar analysis. So your researchers would like to send a mission directly observe the Martian polar ice caps to study the composition and seasonal variation. Again, I think this is another mission we've already done in the past, so we'll get it planned and get it done. So select the payload and get it built. Right, looks like the Chinese mission is about ready to deploy, isn't it? Yeah, next month should be the time they should do it, so hopefully they get that completed. So moving on. Yep, so China completed the ground hab. Brilliant. Fantastic news for them. But I say we won't be able to complete the joint one for them anyway. It's not going to happen. So either way, you never know. It might be able to. It might happen. We might do a joint mission. We might not do. We'll see. Have to see where the future holds. Yeah, the Orion's got a long way to go. We've got to 12,000, so we need to try and get the science in as quickly as possible. So, move forward. So, the payload for the Payload is ready to go. Support's good, but launch reliability's gone down. Not a major issue. We can resolve that. Reuse the design. So we've got a Kashar for 76. Something that's not gonna. What's going to give us the best one? 81%. It's probably the best and also the cheapest. Not the cheapest, I don't think, but possibly might be. Yeah, we'll go for the Kashar. We don't get the additional boost or whatever, but we should be fine. So let's load that design. We can... Yeah, 1 month is fine. We can decrease the cost. We'll stick with the reinforced tanks for launch, and we will confirm that design and get it built. Brilliant news. So diplomacy-wise, NASA's doing the research in the Grand Tour finally. They got the modular space station 2. Russia's doing the Anti-Dawn, and they've got nothing upcoming. ESA is doing the DCSS and the Venus orbit, and the Chinese are researching the Uranus flyby and the modular space station 2. So looking over here now, no one has researched the Mars required missions. No one's researched the Mars prep for the robotic rover. Sample retriever. The Chinese have just done the ground hab and the Soviets have researched it, and the Crude rover, the ESA have researched it, and that's as far as it has got to. Okay, looks like we've got a moon milestone. So joint request from the Russians to do a lunar radiation. But looking at it, it's 600 science, and I know it's been a bit, it's like not really worth the time, I don't think, but it's better than nothing, should we say. Okay, so looking at the active missions, we are getting close to getting a few things complete. Yep, so let's move to the next month. Okay, so the Mars prep Crude rover. Mission training bonus increased by 100%, and optimal and suboptimal launch windows are reversed. Oh, fantastic. So let's go for next notification. So the photography is now ready to go. This one should be fine as long as we can get it into space, which with bad condition we're going to reschedule for just next month. So we'll confirm that setup and go back to mission control. Let's focus the training on this one to be the payload. 91% should be adequate, and we'll go for a December launch. So we'll confirm that setup for 5 months time. So 5 months we'll be able to get the Crude rover prepped, and we'll see where we go with it. I might have to split this into 2 episodes. We'll see where we are with the timing of the episodes, but that's fine, not a problem. So we've got 1 month to go for the global surveyor, 5 months for the Crude rover, and 1 month for. So yeah, so next month we should have 2 missions to go forward, and the Lunar Broadcast is due. The Payload is due in 5, and the Lunar's in 10. So looking good. Earth has got a life support test with ESA. Again, they're nice missions, it's publicity, blah blah blah, but it's the science just doesn't seem to be wow with me. Okay, so the global surveyor, let's get it done. And we've got the Venus area photography. So let's launch. Hopefully got a better day. It does look like a good night launch. So let's increase to 75%, so let's continue. Right, that's looking good. How well did it do? 54% is brilliant. Okay, we've done this mission before, so let's just do an auto resolve here. Nice, successful. So that's stage 1 complete and with the bonus. So good news. As I say, I will be doing some missions myself, but I won't be doing all of them. I'll just do the ones that are of interest to me. So let's get this one launched. 73%, let's get going. Look at that beast. I do like them supplementary rockets, they do look good. Okay. Seems fine. How well did it do though? 47%, still good. Right, I don't think I've done 2 of these in the past before, so yeah, we'll just do another quick auto-resolve so we can move forward to get the Mars prep mission sorted out. Okay, didn't get the bonus, but not the end of the world. It's just nice to get them pushed forward. Right, so the Global Surveyor's got 3 phases, it's got another mid-course correction and the Martian orbit. We've got the Crude Rover due in 4 months' time, and the Venus photography is due to be done in 3 months. Okay, Lunar Broadcast is in 9 and 4 for the polar analysis. So, moving forward. Oh no, Matisad Richai retires. Astronaut has retired and will no longer be available for missions. So, yeah, we need to keep an eye on these astronauts because they all will retire eventually. So, Hashimoto is due to retire in 2005. Maria Serena is due to retire in 2009, so she's got a while to go. Teki Shiatiko is due to retire in 2014. You're the longest one. She's going to be here for quite a while. Yamamoto Narishai is due to retire in 2005. The Ottawa Koyan, he is due to retire in 2004. Okay. And Otsutsuya is due to retire in 2014. So we've got 2 for 2014. We've got 2 in 2005 and then a 4 and a 2009. So we've got to keep an eye on all this. Com specialist, test pilot, scientist. Yeah, there's nothing there that we need at the minute. We can always hire them as and when we require. So, having a quick round up over here, Mars. So this is the key play. No one's done any additional research by the looks of it that we don't know about. Okay, so moving forward. NASA completed Modular Space Station 2. As I say, I think the next one I'm going to do, I want to complete the International Space Station to have that Japanese to have the having to complete the International Space Station is a big completion. So, okay, so we get the new challenge to complete Jupiter orbiter and get rewarded with 4 million basically. Not that we need the cash, but so I don't think I'll be probably going for that one because we'll have to come back up here and actually research it. So I'm not fussed. So anyway. Next phase is ready to go, so we'll get that one just auto-resolve just to get out of the way. Because we didn't do the beginning ones, so there's no point doing the middle ones. Again, bonus, done, beautiful. That's what I like to see. Okay. We've now got that mission slot available. I'm just thinking whether or not we've got a month to go for the launch of the Mars rover. If all successful, it'll be completed in 9 months' time. So where do we stand with? So we 8 months for the payload, which will then take us to. Where have we got to? I think it's just to. So when the payload's completed, it'll be a month just to go for the. Yeah, we'll wait another month. We'll wait another turn. I think we haven't got anything else that needs doing though. So we've got an Earth topology, which is not too bad. The moon had a request mission, but there's nothing special. Because what I'm thinking is we'll probably be using the shuttle, which will refit in 4 months. So it's not going to be particularly interesting, should we say. So it won't be a very good mission. So let's get the Earth topology done. Just do a payload, get it built, standard. All we like to do, that's all we need. So let's move forward. So the Orion has now been finished researching. That is an amazing achievement. And the next phase of the Global Surveyor is ready to go. Polar analysis vehicle is complete. We've got mission training decreased by 100% and the 100%, wow, plus 100% launch reliability potential for suboptimal launch windows. So this is going to probably be a pain to launch. Okay, so the Mars prep is ready to go. Looking good though. So let's get this launched. Look at that. It looks like a nice night launch. It does look like it. Nice rocket. So launch day for Tanyukai, December 1998. Okay, look at that. Absolute beast. Giant. So good conditions, take it up to 99%. Liking that. Let's move forward. There we go. Nicely goes up there into the beautiful night sky. Yeah, we got a 56%. Brilliant. Let's continue. Okay, so we go going to get the level ups for these, which is good news. Let's continue. Okay, so Mars Prep Crude Rover, December 1998, Phase 1. So enter Mars transfer orbit. Okay, so 8 comms, 10 navigation, and 8 thrust for the objective. The bonus is 15 comms, 20 navigation, and 50 thrust. We've got data and power. And we have got a decaying thrust. It's a nice model though. I do like the look of that. Right, what to do now? Where do we go for this? So let's get some. Gonna have to probably get some comms. Power to comms. So we need to get 20, 15, and so we've got 4 commands. Probably going to need to do 3 thrust on the last term. So we need to have extra navigation. We want to try and get the navigation as best we can. So we're going to need about 23 navigation to get the bonus. So let's turn some of the comms into navigation to get that going forward. We could turn some power and comms into data and navigation, but I'm trying to see where comms. We need the data for this down here, so we could do that a bit later, I suppose. Or we'll just do a power. We can use that as one command, so we'll just do power and then throw it into that or something. We're going to need 6, so we're not going to get that for one turn, so we will need to get it, but we don't need to get it just yet. But again, the fact that it's power and it gives me some navigation as well, so we'll get that done as well. And I don't want to use 2 power to get 4 navigation. It seems quite extreme. So I'm going to use 1 navigation to get some comms. Let's go with that. Wow, 94%. Brilliant. A few more then we'll be flying. Should we play a bit risky on this one because we've only got 1% chance of fail, so we shouldn't be doing too bad. Right, moving forward. Where to go now? Okay, so we need to get some more comms. So we could turn some navigation into comms, or we can use some power. But I think if we use 3 navigation to get 6, that might be a good trade-off. And then do that twice. Maybe 4 times. Try and get that up as high as possible, because then we can. Yeah, that seems a good option. Let's get that confirmed. 4%, win-win. 90%, so we get an extra 2 navigation. 26. 42. Okay, 4 turns to go. Looking good, so we're going to need to get some more navigation there. That seems good, yeah. So we'll just keep flicking between the boost transmission and the manual thrust adjustments. So we're just using 3 navigation to get 6 data, 6 comms, and using 2 comms to get 5 navigation. So it's a nice little trade-off. So navigation wise, we only need 20 for the bonus. We need 3 commands of the thrust, which will give us, that's extra 3, so that's 23. So we should have all the navigation we need now. So we might need to do another turn of this, but we're doing to get 6 data ups shortly. We're almost there with the comms, so we've got 3 turns to go off this one, so we should be looking okay. Now 98%, that'll probably do it. 42, brilliant. That's a good start. Okay, so we've got the navigation I think we need now. we're going to need to turn... Yeah, we'll do that. It still gives us the navigation we need to do the thrust down here. We need some more navigation, so I'm tempted to do that and that again. Okay. Don't want to recharge, so I'm tempted to do that again. So, yeah, so ultraviolet imaging to boost transmission, manual thrust adjustment, and an ultraviolet imaging. That way will give us the 16 comms we need for the 15 comms, 25 for the 20 navigation, and we'll deal with the thrust. We've got 9 data, so next term we can do 3 commands of the thrust to give, which will be additional 3, so maybe that's 23 navigation, and we need 6 for the data. So we'll confirm that. Okay, that's good. 82, 55, and an 83. Good, good. Okay, so second last turn, we can do 2 thrust and a recharge. That will give us, yep, 16 for 15, 22 for 20, and 15 for 15. So, yep, confirm that. And we actually got a fail. How dare they? But we're just going to resist because we've got the power. Got the power. Okay, so accept. And an 82%, brilliant. Another outstanding achievement for the Japanese Space Agency. Okay, got the bonus, that's phase 1 completed, so let's continue. Okay, we've got a quest mission for solar wind monitoring. Active mission, we've got a Perianalysis and Global Surveyor. But I'm going to actually leave it there, so otherwise we're going to, if we wait another 9 months and try to do the next 2, we'll be pushing it too far. So I want to leave it there and keep these episodes as interesting as possible without rushing and getting things done. So thank you very much for watching episode 29 of my Japan's Let's Play. If you like the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next episode of Mars Horizon.